Hello and welcome to Everquest patch notes for August 2025. This is the live notes. So they posted this yesterday and I totally got too busy to actually make any videos yesterday. So here we go. Highlights of this patch are they changed the type 3 augmentation that focuses spell stuff to a type 21 solvent instead of the perfect. And this is a fantastic change for everyone in the game that uses these type 3 augments, because perfect augments were the solvents were quite difficult to obtain in a quick manner, right? So now you can actually remove these things, so it's a great thing. Items: Sky Shrine Crystal Shard, or the Sky Shrine Crystal, and the Dragon Brazier are now flagged as heirloom. We'll talk about some news here later, and that's on why they made that change. Updated the names on several outer brood charms and necklaces and the related trade skill containers so that the variant with a Defender's prefix will always have the highest AC. And then when they already talked about that augment change, and then they also increased the size of the Overseer currency to 1,000 or 100,000. So the stack size is now 100,000. They should just do that for all the currencies. That would make things a lot easier. 1,000's a little low, especially on FV where you can actually move the currencies around and stuff. But fantastic change, fantastic change. Trade skills fixed an issue with the observation of the Forge Bound Poison Book, just a text issue. Quests and events: Stone Cold Summer. Looks like those quests got updated. So go to Kasora, and if you're level 100 plus, and if you are not, looks like Field of Bone is where you want to go to check out the Stone Cold Summer. Added some quest achievement or achieved dragons of Nora spells to Kitcha and Cecily Veros in Lava Storm. You must have completed the appropriate content to see the spell. This spell should be available to all personas, so that's a nice fix for personas to be able to buy their Dragons of Nora spells on TLPs. Updated several skill achievements to correct skill names and include achievement data for all skills. Nice. The overcharged orbs in the Silence of Cannons raid. This is, I think, an Outer Brood raid. Now will reset their timer if they're forced to find a new target. Rogue increased the damage dealt and hate modified by bleed and jugular slash line of abilities. That sounds great. Let's see. Hand of Holy Wrath and Arms of Holy Wrath now trigger rank 8 instead of rank 7. So that sounds like a nice upgrade for the Priest proc weapon. I believe that's what that is. See here. Necromancer. Improve the scaling of the rune and healing values of the Cascading Death Shield line. Rename the sub-spells to be more consistent with other uses of Aza, Beza, and Kaza. Or Kaza. Let's see here. AA, the hard cap of unspent AA will now be enforced for all personas instead of the one being logged into. Fixed an issue with Paladin AA, extended preservation of Mar, and the Shadow Knight AA, extended decrepit skin that caused them to focus triggered effects. Interesting. Mercenaries, that's a nerf. It's a bug, but it's a nerf. Like, you know, if you're depending on that extra focus, you know. Mercenaries, reward previews that describe how much a mercenary AA experience you'll get. Alright, so that's cool. So you can actually kind of see how much mercenary experience you get. It's so much at the higher levels that you get capped out pretty quick on that. Anyway, rebalance the stats of the 121 to 125 mercenaries. Spells are unchanged. We're gonna pop on. I'm gonna pop on live here, and I'm gonna grab Hobbs and some guys. And I'm gonna do 3 characters with 3 mercenaries, and just do a little messing around and see how good those are in you know, 120 plus content. Progression servers fixed an issue or trophy level requirements not being reduced on Vaniki. Fixed an issue or some raids from Terra Luckland and on would not offer 100 point reward when appropriate. Resource Hunter, several zones with NPCs below level 40 are no longer eligible for AA bonuses, while several zones with NPC levels higher 40 or higher are now eligible for AA bonuses. Interesting. I think what that means is they were giving AA experience bonus to, like, let's say East Freeport, which would be like a, you know, lower than 40 zone, right? Because it's a city, but you could go in there and still get the bonus when it's, you know, you're not meant to be killing, like, say, guards or something like that. I'm just spitballing here, but I'm assuming that it's in unintended consequences of them adding the AA bonus to that. You're getting bonus experience from other mobs in the zone. Using hide models all will now work on familiars. Hide models command will now apply to NPCs that enter the zone after you. Oh, that sounds good. Corrected an issue with legacy character experience bonus, increasing at the wrong times. They just need to add this legacy character system to all servers. I think it would be fantastic. Fixed several zone crashes related to items as well as other sources of zone crashes. Nice. Opening keyrings window will no longer cause special familiars to be dismissed. The cast command can now be used with the name of the spell that you have memorized. So you can type /cast ice comet. See here, you can now change personas at the inn. Nice. And this is now a safe area. So it looks like they're going to be marking some zones as safe areas inside of the zone. Which is kind of cool, because it kind of doesn't make sense that I can't change my persona in certain places that are typically safe, like, you know, cities and like the Western Waste camp for NPCs, you know, certain things like that. Maybe every single expansion should have some kind of safe zone for changing that. It's kind of the starter city, like in Maiden's Eye and Eastern Waste and stuff like that. The Dark Rain, Keepers of Norath, and Hunters of the Shard Landing factions are now shared across your personas. Transparency rendering within the scene has been improved. Nice. Camping out to service select screen when using full screen game window should no longer fail and display an alert dialog about not supporting DirectX 11. Added the ability to save the chat window content when swapping personas. Now this is fantastic. It's a low-key change, but it's actually kind of nice, because I'm switching personas a lot, and I get a lot of messages from people, and sometimes I don't respond to them right away, and then it's nice that it'll keep that kind of stuff. Added a checkbox to save it when swapping, and the extended target window now saves and loads settings consistently. And previously they reverted something. All right, so it's a nice patch. The Type 3 thing is big. That'll help a lot of people out there. But this one right here, the Dragon Brazier and Crystal, right? So turns out they put the Sky Shrine bundle back in the shop, so you can or Sky Shrine bundle, Clausvision bundle. I'm going crazy. You can get a crystal, the contract, the painting, the worm saddle. You can also get the bag, the bunny. The bunny is back. That is fantastic. I'm actually probably gonna get that for Hobbs, because I didn't have the Hobbs count when I bought it originally. So that is pretty cool, and the other stuff. And this is a right-click teleport to Sky Shrine, and then there should be the brazier. I think it's right here. The crystal will teleport you from your your bag, right? It's like a single target one, and then this is like a guild hall placeable one. So it's pretty nice. There you can see that. It's a fun expansion. Definitely, I like the bunny. I think it's one of the better mounts, and it looks really good with a gnome. And then also at some point, I don't know if it's still going on, they were selling pets, dogs and cats. So that's in the marketplace too. So there we go. That is the game update notes for August 20 and a little bit of extra news. So thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.